welcome. I wanted to talk about something today because I find it interesting, to say the least. Sayings, phrases. Where did they come from? How did they start? The answer to most of the ones that I'm going to be talking about today actually is we don't know for sure. All of the things that I found was like, well, one theory suggests, one theory is. So basically, we actually have no idea where a lot of these sayings came from. At least that's what I found. So let's just go ahead and jump on right into this, shall we? With saying number one, I'm going to quit cold turkey. I'm very confident, at least, that all of you guys have heard, maybe even used this saying before. But what does that mean? To quit cold turkey? Cold turkey. Because when I first thought about that, I'm picturing a naked turkey. And that's not really a turkey that I want to be picturing. The idea of quitting cold turkey comes from when you quit drugs or alcohol, right? Cold turkey. Common thing is that you will get goosebumps, right? Withdrawal symptoms. You'll feel cold. These are just some of the withdrawal symptoms that can happen. Cold turkey, basically, it is referring to a naked turkey, a turkey that has had all of its feathers plucked. Gross. And basically, it just means like you would look like a cold turkey, because a naked turkey, after having its feathers plucked, would look pretty bumpy. It would look like it had goosebumps, and you would have goosebumps. Why turkey specifically? I feel like it could be any bird, because I feel like that would be the result if you plucked all the feathers off of any bird. I don't know. That's how cold turkey came to be. Okay, so the next one that I want to talk about, I've actually used, ironically. This is a Southern American saying, very Southern. And I don't imagine you would hear it too much anymore. Maybe you do. I don't know. I know the only times I've ever used it was purely as irony. The saying is, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Imagine saying that to someone who knew English, but not that. Like, had never heard that before. Like, if I didn't know that that was a saying already and someone said that to me, I would be confused, first off. And I would probably respond with, no, I don't want to do that. I do not want to butter your butt and then call you a biscuit. I don't want to do that. But if you're into that, go find yourself someone who's into that, I guess. But no thank you. So it turns out that there's actually a wiki page for butter my butt and call me a biscuit. And if you go there, it basically just shows that, okay, alternative forms, butter my butt, call me a biscuit. Oh, and call it a biscuit. Ew. Well then. I'm sorry. What? No, excuse me. I can't say that I'm surprised. I can only say that I am disappointed. Why would you say something like that? How did that start? One way to find out. Let's open it up. Let's see where this link takes us. Okay, cool. So it doesn't help at all. It's the same thing pretty much. If you've ever used this saying, please tell me the context in which you used it in, and I will remain judging you, because I feel like there's just so many better things to say. Even butter my butt, right? I don't like it, but it's better than this. Moving on to our third phrase. This phrase you say when you're asking for someone's signature. You've probably used it or have been asked it before, and that's, can I get your John Hancock? The history about this one, John Hancock, he was a guy who signed the Declaration of Independence. He signed his name a little too big, so it was very prominent, and everyone else had to sign their name smaller than initially anticipated. And it was just a very prominent signature on the document. Therefore, can I get your John Hancock? Can I get your signature? Autograph? It's all the same. It's all interchangeable. Good for him, I guess. I mean, shoot. If I got the chance to sign a document like that, I probably would write my name too big too, just because why not? I got one last saying, and this one is probably the grossest. I don't know what I was expecting going into it, but I did not like the end result. This is, hey, can I pick your brain real quick? Now, you don't know what that means. Basically, it's like, hey, can I ask you some questions? Can I, you know, pick your brain, ask you questions, study whatever. This is what I found. This is one idea as to the history of this saying and sort of how it came to be. The idea stems from this old, like, medicinal practice where doctors would take pieces out of their patient's brain in order to study it. And this was called brain picking. And because you're picking parts of the brain to study. So if I'm picking your brain, I'm learning about you, I'm asking you questions. I'm asking for your knowledge or your wisdom or whatever. I don't know if this is true. It makes sense, like, what hearing it. So if it is not, they did a very good job of finding a clever way to sort of hide that. Anyways, guys, that's going to sum it up today. Thank you for tuning in. If you would like to, would love to see you again. So hit the subscribe button if you want to do that. It'd be greatly appreciated. Bye.